And now you guys know where I live. Hello, everybody! Happy Thursday, and may the Force be with you. I don't know if you can tell, but I have really unfortunate excuses for Leia buns today. This was my attempt of trying to pay homage to Star Wars, one of the loves of my life. Did not work. Did not work. On the note of hair, I cut my bangs today. Lesson learned, don't cut your hair. Don't cut your own hair if you don't know what you're doing. There are professionals for that shit. For those of you that don't know me, my name is Scarlett Stone. I'm an aspiring writer, currently working on my young adult fiction, His Blue Eyes. If you want to know more about me and my work in progress, too bad. Just kidding, please don't leave me. You can always check out my website, the link is swimming around down there somewhere. I also creep around on social media pages like Tumblr and Instagram if you want to follow me there as well. Ooh, also, update. I received some feedback on my website, so I fancied it up a little bit, made it a bit easier for you guys to maneuver around in, so feel free to check it out. Of course, after you finish watching this video, right? So remember that time in my last vlog where I mentioned that as writers we sometimes forget how awesome we are? Yeah, and this is going to be one of those times. And what makes it even better is we're doing it all on purpose. I don't know why, it seemed like a good idea at the time. Who does that? Who goes out of their way to feel awful on purpose? Pretty much all the humans, Scarlett. All of them. If you guys missed my last vlog, the counterpart to this one, and a much happier one, have no fear, the link is in the description below. I do recommend watching it because it is the yin to this video's yang, plus it's the upper to this video's downer. So reality check, people. As you might have guessed by now, writing isn't always rainbows and sunshine and daisies. Shocker. Writing is really hard. Like really, really hard. And as much as I hate to admit it, sometimes it's just not that fun. I feel like I just committed blasphemy. It's true. It's the nature of the world. The circle of life, if you will. And trust me when I say, for every pro you find in this passion we call writing, you're probably going to find a con. Don't believe me? Well, lucky for you, I came up with a list of all the shitty things writers have to put up with. Let's get started. Number 1, really unhealthy eating habits. As students, we have scheduled recess, lunchtime, and all that stuff. At the hospital, unless I'm really, really busy, I still get a coffee break, lunch break, another coffee break, and a dinner break. As a writer, we don't have set schedules, so we just eat whenever we can. Which means sometimes we're over-regulating or under-regulating. We're either eating way too much or way too little. For me, it's way too much, and I actually really wish it was the other way around. I mean, you don't even want to know what I had for breakfast this morning. Candy. It was candy. The amount of coffee and energy drinks we consume is damn near cardiac arrest inducing. And remember that regulation thing I was just talking about? Yeah, we don't eat at proper times. Who has dinner at 2 in the morning? And often, if we're on a roll and writing up a storm, it's not like we're gonna stop and take a break to make this lavish, extravagant meal. No, we're gonna grab whatever's quickest and most readily available to us. This often means Ichiban, not even prepared, out of the damn package. This means handfuls of dry cereal. Forget the milk and bowl. A lot of writers basically only put enough nutrition in their body so that they can get back to writing as quick as possible. On the other side of the spectrum, I don't understand those people. I love food, and food loves me. Number 2, we are really limited in the socializing game. In truth, I don't really remember the last time I left my house for something other than a snack run. I'm beginning to forget what my friends look like. That's probably not a good thing. I'm no longer a self-proclaimed hermit. I'm legit. Even my husband's family are calling me that now. and I don't know whether to be happy about it or sad. I'm constantly canceling plans on my friends and being flakier than all get out, which is generally pretty normal for me, but now I have actual legit excuses. I can't help it if I'd rather spend time with my characters than real life people. And so what if my book is more exciting than them? It's not my fault I'm a genius, right? Now, that might sound like a perk. It's not. The downside to it is that they might stop inviting you to things altogether. You've become the hermit, the recluse. They don't want you around anymore, especially if all you're going to talk about is your book, or you're sitting there quietly waiting for someone to bring it up just so you can start talking about it all over again. Number 3, people. Need I say more? These people could be your friends, family, estranged loved ones, strangers. Does not matter. They're all annoying. These people are repeatedly asking you about your book, even though you've told them what it's about over 100 times. And after the 5th time, you realize they're still not paying attention. These people are asking for your book for free. So your book sounds really cool. Can I have it for free? I am your cousin 3 times removed after all. You want my book for free? You realize I've been working on this thing for about 4 years and I need to eat to live, right? I mean, starving artist doesn't really look good on me. I get really hangry. You know, I'm only asking $5 for it. That probably cost the amount of the Starbucks drink you're holding in your hand there. Okay, how silly of me. $2? Does $2 work for you? No! No, it doesn't! These people are also asking to be in your book. Oh, I'll put you in my book, all right. And more often than not, these people are trying to give you advice you didn't even ask for. Hey, what's got you so down in the dumps? Oh, I'm just really stressed out about my book. I've been in the query trenches for, it just seems like forever, and I haven't heard back from the publishing company. I don't know if they're going to want to read my entire story. I don't know what I'm going to do after this. Is it because you didn't put a dragon in your story like I told you to? Because every good story has a dragon in it. And mermaids. And vampires. No. Just no. The unfortunate thing is we run into these people literally every day. And the best thing we can hope to do is laugh like they're joking and walk away and brush it off like nothing happened. It does put a little nick in our armor though. Number 4. Writing? That's so cool. So what's your real job? What? This one sort of falls into number 3, the people category, but I like this one so much I gave it a number of its very own. I mean, why is it so hard for people to believe that writing is a legit main job, a main source of income, not just some passive hobby that doesn't leave our house? Having said that, the sad thing is, sometimes writing isn't our main job. As much as it hurts me to say, writing isn't my main job right now. Nursing is. I wish it were the other way around, but financially speaking, it's just not safe at the moment. But you can bet your ass that when it is, I will be dropping nursing like it is a hot potato. Ooh, so hot. The other day I received a friendly reminder that I'm probably going to be stuck in nursing for a good chunk of years to come, so maybe I should consider trying to not hate it as much. Nah, the hate is what gets me up in the morning. I always enjoy a good bowl of hate in the morning with my cup of despair and sorrow. It fuels me for the entire day. Number 5, unfortunate hours. Either we are staying up way too late or getting up way too early. Our circadian rhythm has gone to complete shit. Pretty much no longer exists for us anymore. I've come up with a myth. I'm pretty sure as writers we often give up sleep because our book demands a sacrifice and we're just not ready to give it our blood yet. And what a lot of people don't realize is that writers sometimes pull out over 12-hour days. 12-hour days. And sometimes it's not literal writing. It's researching, outlining, beta reviewing, trying to find a cover artist, writing out query letters. It's a lot of shit. So the next time someone says, "Oh my gosh, you get to work at home? What a perfectly lazy way to spend your day. Man, I wish I could do that." You have Scarlett's permission to punch him in the throat. Number 6, stressing about money. I know that money shouldn't be a focal point when it comes to our passion, but if writing is your main source of income, it kind of needs to be. And in fact, it's really irrational to think otherwise. I mean, what kind of unicorn are you riding, and where can I get one? There might be some obvious fees that we're aware of, but there's a lot of sneaky ones that are hiding in the corners just waiting to come up and grab you in the bum. Those aren't fun. For one thing, if you go the self-publishing route, it's a lot of money you're shilling out of your own pocket. There's the cover art, the binding and printing, the marketing and traveling to promote your book, the editing, the creating a website. Domains cost money too. Getting your ISBN. And if you want your book in several formats, that's another chunk of money. And on the flip side of things, if you decide to go the traditional publishing route, that's to say, if you get published at all. Hooray for positivity! The average advance nowadays is between $5,000 and $10,000, which might seem like a lot of money, but if you think about all the time, the blood, sweat, and tears you put into your novel, it's really not a lot. And on top of that, you won't receive any money from book sales until you've earned back what you received in that advance. It's a lot to think about from both sides. Might I suggest marrying a millionaire? Number 7, it's not if you get a bad review, it's when. Once again, Scarlett A+ for positivity. It's going to be soul-crushing when you get that first bad review. So I highly recommend becoming a little bit jaded, like me. Not everyone is going to like or agree with your book. That's what pen names are for. I have a pen name right now because I know there are some people out there that don't agree with the type of book I'm writing. And I would rather just save us both the heartache and avoid the subject altogether. A+ for the avoidance game. Okay, side note, I'm not saying you should run away from your problems. I'm just saying that this is the only thing I can think of to prevent estrangement. So there's that. There are going to be people out there that don't support you, that troll you just for laughs, that literally go out of their way to make your life so awful it feels like your eyes have been gouged out and lemons are in there instead. And in the end, as dramatic as this sounds, you might lose friends and family over this. They don't have writer brains like ours. They don't work the same way we do. They don't understand the sacrifices we are making for this passion. They don't understand why we slave away in front of our computer or a notepad for hours on end. The way we sacrifice sleep, our job, our social life. They're not going to get it. And that's why we need to stick together. I got your back. Finally, number 8. General aches and pains. Sometimes I feel like I'm a 26-year-old trapped in an 89-year-old's body. I never knew writing could hurt this bad. Seriously. Sometimes I wake up in the morning after a good writing session the night before, and I feel like I've done something incredibly sinful and dirty to my body. Like going to the gym. Eesh. By the end of a good write-off day, my wrists are aching, my fingers are each their own contortionist, and my back sounds like I would be perfect in Kellogg's Rice Krispies cereal. You know, when we get in the writing zone, we often forget to move and stretch. And I, for one, already have terrible posture. I hunch a lot. And there you have it. As you can see, I only had 8 cons to match my pros. I like it that way. I will keep it that way. Thank you very much. As much as we all love writing, it's important to remember that, as with every job, even the ones we love and dream of, they all have goods and bads, all have ups and downs, negatives and positives, pros and cons, and we should take each and every one into consideration. Sometimes you might notice that the bad outweighs the good, and that's okay. It's bound to happen from time to time. Ultimately, it's up to you to make the most of this passion. What are you going to do with it today? The main thing to remember is to keep a strong heart, stay focused, and keep your fingers moving. With that said, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to this channel. I post new vlogs every Thursday. If there's something you want me to talk about or discuss, or even if you want to just drop a line and say hi, you can always message me on here or tweet me at Scarlet Stone. Until next time, happy writing. Bye!